Hello there, yes, so all ready to do the next episode of Mark and Chums, and I got my travel machine with me. I've just ordered my Uber taxi, which is an assisted one for the disabled, and I am going to enjoy today on doing Mark and Chums, number 31, The Wedding. Hello there, yes, it's me again, the Gandalf lookalike, ho ho ho, yes, and this is another Mark and Chums in a series of 564 episodes. And I am going to have my face shaved, it all off. I'm literally having it off. And because I had been married, how long have I been married? Well, I can't remember. It is something that is going to be utilised absolutely brilliantly by the fact we're going to utilise my wedding video from all those years ago. And of course, look who's here. The wonderful singing barber of Brighton, Peter, who unfortunately today is not going to sing for us because he's got a cold and we don't want to ruin his throat. You know what I mean? Cue Peter.
Hello there.
Hello, Pete.
How long have you been married?
Too long. No.
How long is
No.
too long?
Well, I got married 2011, yeah, in February. So that's 13 years, isn't it? Yes, it is. And for 13 years we've been married to my lovely husband. We don't live together because we probably kill each other. And we tried it for 4 years, but because he's a compulsive cleaner and I'm not, he ended up moving to his own place because I've got the dog which he bought for me and he can't bear dog hair.
I declare that I know of no legal reason why we may not register as each other's civil partner. I declare that I know
that I know
of no legal reason
why we may not register
as each other's civil partner.
as each other's civil partner.
You just want to face each other now, and I want you to take a stand up of it.
My Hoover's completely gone out the Watson. It's not a Hoover, it's a Henry. So Pete, today what we're going to do is, as you can see, it's horrid. And I can't remember when we last did this.
Same time last year, I think.
Is it really? So this, you see, is a year's growth.
Yeah.
Right. Before we go on, I want to introduce you to my friend from Northampton. You're actually sitting over there. Hello, Coral.
Hello.
Yeah. You doing all right?
Yes, thank you.
You come down special to this, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh, I have. Yes.
Well,
just
no,
to
she
see
hasn't
you.
really. She's looking after her son's dog and cat. But I thought, I'd wedge you down here to it, yeah?
Yeah.
So you could have a bit of a join in too. So, what we're going to do then, Pete?
So did you say you want to take it
I want
back to the wood?
back to the wood. Don't it off. I want it off. All of it.
Oh, dear.
And not the eyebrows, because there's not much of those left anyway. So here we go.
Okay.
On with the job.
I, Mark Sinclair, make here today a public declaration of my love and loyalty to Alejandro Montoya Castro. I promise to love, honour and respect him for the rest of our life together. I, Alejandro Montoya Castro,
I, Alejandro Montoya Castro,
make here today
make here today
a public declaration
a public declaration
of my love and loyalty
of my love and loyalty
to Mark Sinclair.
to Mark Sinclair.
promise to love, honour and respect him
I promise to love, honor, and respect him
for the rest of our life together.
for the rest of our lives together.
Now, a ring has an important significance in a relationship. It symbolises the special union between two people. It's an unbroken circle which also symbolises unending and everlasting love. And Mark and Ellie have chosen to mark their special day with Jon and Ellie brothers. Pass that one to Abby, please. And Ali, put that on Mark's finger. And hold the ring there. Hold the ring there, Ali. Alright. Keep holding the ring there. Mark, I give you this ring
Mark, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love,
as a symbol of my love,
commitment and respect
commitment, and respect
for you.
for you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I have, I share with you.
All that I have, I share with you.
All my love, I promise you.
All my love, I promise you.
Hold the ring there, repeat after me. Ali, I give you this ring
Ali, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love,
as a symbol of my love
commitment and respect for you.
and respect for you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I have, I share with you.
All that I have, I share with you.
All my love, I promise you.
And all my love, I promise you.
So what I'll do with the clippers first of all.
Yeah, clippers first,
And then we'll get the razor on it.
and he gets his razor out. No, because I used to do Father Christmas a lot and all that, I didn't like having false beards because they look horrid. That's why I always grew a real one. Because
Yeah.
kids are very, very sophisticated. They can spot an acrylic a mile off. Still, when I got married all those years ago to Alejandro Montoya Castro, which is my married name, my actual name of course is Marc Sinclair, from over the border, I was completely clean shaven and I looked incredibly younger, you know, than I do now. I mean,
What did I say? You looked handsome, both of
yeah, well, you saw a photo I
Yeah.
put on, you know,
And
which was about 11
yeah.
years ago, and she said, oh, you looked handsome. Well, that's what happens. Every time I wake up in the, every time I wake up in the world, I look in that mirror and I go, what the bloody hell happened to you last night?
you. Well, we all have that.
Yeah. So very luckily what happened was, and we're utilising it on this particular programme, is the wonderful video DVD, whatever you want to call it, that my lovely chum from the old BBC days, Jon Davies and his son, did for me and Ali on our wedding day. And the reason is rather interesting is because I'd done a lot of charity work for the mayoral office at Brighton and ended up going in to see Pat with the mayor's secretary. And I said, oh, Ali and I are getting married. She said, where are you getting married then? Well, civil partnership, we converted it later. I said, well, downstairs in the registry. She said, no, you're not. I went, what do you mean, no, I'm not? He said, you're going to get married in the mayor's parlour. I can't afford that. He said, no, you're not having to pay for it. I mean, it's quite expensive. It's about £1,000, something like that, to have it done in there. But because I've done that a little bit, you know, I'm not blaming talking about charity work, but charity work's important, and it was nice to be able to help out. So at the end of the day, there we were, getting ready for the wedding. 2 days before that, we cremated my mother. She had And I also say, you know, we've got a wedding and a funeral in one week. We should have added a bar mitzvah and a christening and had one day off. But, you know, I can even feel that now. That's he's got magic fingers too, I'll tell you. Yeah, haven't you? Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it's nice and refreshing, isn't it?
Yeah, it just feels, you know, it's got to the stage now where I keep on itching it. I mean, I'm like a dog with fleas. Not that I've got fleas, you know. But here we go, that's it. Oh, yeah. Cut it away. So on the day of the wedding, because Ali had just about got his British citizenship, all legal and above board, that cost 10 grand to do that properly.
Really?
Yeah, back in those days. I think it's a bit cheaper now, but we did it all above board, solicitors, all that thing. And we didn't get a taxi or anything like that, we went by bus. All in our finery.
How did you meet him?
Well, I met him, I was doing what I laughingly call shitty sight cleaning, but it's actually city sightseeing, which is the open top buses from Brighton Home, which is now run by somebody else. And after a good 10 years of doing that, I left that, just after I married Danny actually. And he was helping out at a coffee shop just by the pier.
Oh, right.
And I said to my friend Sergio there, I said, who's that? He said, oh, that's Alejandro, it's from Costa Rica. Then we went out for a date. So he came to me, and we had something to eat and all that. He said, would you want to stay the night? Nothing happened, I'd like to point that out.
Not fast and
Yeah,
loose.
but I was a bit nervous about the whole thing, because here I am, knocking on, and there's a lovely young man, he's much younger than me. And then we went out to the cinema.
Yeah, but age's got a number. That's good.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Just show you, however you normally sign in that.
I need a bit of music at a wedding, didn't I? Sing along.
So, Mr. Mayor, please. So, just people can snap away.
What tickles? So that bit there under my nose is the only bit that's remained almost the same colour as what my hair used to be. Look at it. Got some hair.
Did you have some wine?
I guess I had a glass of wine last night. Didn't it come off when I had my bath?
I can tell you left the evidence on your beard.
Well, it's got stuck in my beard. That's why I wanted to say I have to wash my face then, haven't I?
Yeah, you were on wine, I was on Prosecco, wasn't I?
Well, we were on the phone. Now in 45 minutes we were on the phone, weren't we, Cole?
Yeah. Just a quick 5 minutes, that was it.
Well, I can see it now. You wouldn't notice. Even when I brushed what is left of my tooth, that didn't come off. You can tell it's been a thin, so it looks a bit purple. Looks like I've got bloody birthmark. So where was I?
Oh, we met, he was on the pier, we had a...
Oh yeah, we're going to our first day. So we went out to eat at the local, just got far from here. So we went to the cinema. Do you know what you took me to see? Sex and the City 2. Well, I've never seen a bloody episode of it on television, and I certainly didn't want to go see it because it's not my cup of.
Mark and Ali, it's an enormous pleasure to declare that you are now legal partners for life, so congratulations.
Say a few words.
Yes. Congratulations, Mark. And congratulations. Look, my job, isn't it? Everybody, we've almost come to the end, but I do want to offer you my personal congratulations.
And lovely coffee is served at this establishment.
And tea.
And tea.
Yes.
Right, so we're about to go in for the head shave. Yes, so this is another experience I really enjoy, is having my head shaved, and you really are treated, like royalty here. And as I'm an old queen anyway, I'm quite used to that. And out come the hot towels. This is to open the pores up, isn't it?
Yes, yes. Stimulate the pores.
Stimulate the pores.
Yeah.
And when was the last time you had your pores stimulated, Jane?
Oh, well, I used to be a beauty therapist, you see.
Yeah. Well, it's fine, you carry on. No sense, no feeling. Oh, I tell you what, it's gorgeous.
Feels lovely, yeah. It's
Oh.
like a good massage.
So, back to the wedding, when I was getting married, we didn't have any of this. I don't think I even had a haircut.
This is the first civil partnership I've been to. I think it's a wonderful occasion. You two I've known you for quite a few months now, and you seem very well suited. So I wish you very well. Mark and Alan. I hope you will accept these flowers. Well, thank you very much. These table flowers, a small gift, and a token of my good wishes to you both, and Sally's good wishes to you both. And we both wish you every happiness in the future. Thank you. Another gift to remember us when we're long out of office. So I wish you the best. I'm going to ask you to. I'm sure we will be attentive. And speak to you next of the day. You're right.
So like I said, it's very quickly before we get up there as well, right? Unlike me.
Yes, it is.
But now on, we will be known as Mr. and Mr. Alejandro, of course, but Montoya Castro Sinclair. So that is our formal name now. I know it's a mouthful. I know. The problem is, we're going to try saying it after the pub shut. Yeah, difficult. You have a lot of difficulty pronouncing it, didn't you? Thanks for all coming. Let's go and some cake. After we've had the cake and the nibbles, look very kind of there. And the lovely chair of Adur who goes over there has given us some cake for it. We've got some coffee for you. And also just say thank you to my old school friend who worked out last night, was it? In September, we've known each other for 14 years. Just behind him, two very important people. My dear dad and my other sister, not here today, Sarah. That's George over there and Sarah. Thanks for coming in. The thing is, going around the room in that particular video, I had the mayor, Geoff, and his wife, Sami, as the witnesses. I had the deputy mayor and her husband, Ken and Anne, and they were the mayors. When you step down as mayor, you become deputy mayor the year after. And then I had loads of lovely friends, and in watching the video, which I'm so grateful for it to be you know, recorded somehow. The amount of people on that video, and there must have been, I don't know how many there were, 25, 30?
Yeah, a lot of people there.
Yeah, in the mayor's parlour. I looked at it and I found myself in tears.
Well, some of the people in there in tears as well.
Yeah, but yeah, I know, that's what happens, isn't it? The fact is, a lot of those people that I was having tears about have since passed away. And that's a shame, because, you know, you always have lovely memories. Hence, looking at all those, I mean, I can't name all of them because there's just too many of them. But the ceremony was handled by Trevor Love. Now, how about that for a registrar, Trevor Love? And he was the head officer, you know, senior officer of registration. So he did the deed, and he was lovely, and I haven't seen him in years, but he married one of Alejandro's friends, which is always a bit peculiar. We didn't get invited to their wedding, and I probably wouldn't have gone anyway. I don't really do weddings and funerals, certainly not funerals. And he did a lovely service. And I can't believe how many cameras were there. So, I mean, I haven't seen all the pictures, but how many flashes were going? I felt like Elizabeth Taylor. You know, one of these, I suppose we should say that, be careful, there may be flashing images in this particular programme. But no, it was lovely. We also had Debbie there, who was the chair of Ada. Quite a few politicians were there, to be honest with you, local councillors anyway. And she was chair of Ada. They don't have a mayor there, they have a chair. And she was there, and she provided the cake. Which, and oh yes, it was only what I called in the video. I think I said something about, it's only a gesture. And she got it from Marks and Spencer's, because she worked at Marks and Spencer's. Fruit, which is really good, because Betty can't eat fruit. He doesn't like fruit, so he couldn't have any.
It doesn't like anything that's good for him.
That is exactly it, to be honest with you. He doesn't like anything that's good for him. Mind you, as I said to you, Cora, a lot of people say to me, oh, should you be having that? And how many times I've said this on this programme, you know? And I said, well, I know my own body. You know, if I want to have something that's a bit naughty, I will have it. You know, people, you know, my doctor said, I think I told you, Cora, didn't I? You know, going about the Guinness and the Vino Tinto, hence I've got a Vino Tinto moustache apparently, which I'm sure that people go to get off. Gets caught in your beard. No, I haven't got a beard, that's fantastic. I feel 2 stone lighter.
It's incredible.
He does say to me, my doctor said, well, for a diabetic, that's the best thing for you. All that iron, you know, and the Vino Tinto, I love. I'm not one for white wine or bubbles.
No, me neither, I'm for red.
You like a Vino Tinto, do you?
Yeah. Melback.
Well, I ordered some Malbec yesterday to have when I had our long chat last night, and you know what turned up?
What?
They hadn't any Malbec, so I got a Shiraz instead. You know, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, Shiraz, I drink Shiraz and Melback.
I mean, they're quite similar, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've just seen that picture of you, Pete, up there with that great big rainbow flag. Have you still got that hat?
I don't think so.
I could borrow that.
You might have,
Oh, you do go into pink well, Pete.
That was a good day, that was.
Yeah.
Nice day.
Well, they had to cancel a few, didn't they, for 5 days because of the pandemic.
It was very hot, that one. That was about 6 years ago.
Well, that's when I did an awful lot of work for the charity work for the mayor's office, hence getting the wedding, you know. Not only that, at the wedding, Geoff gets up and makes a speech after the ceremony, and he said, and we, you know, they bought all the flowers. The lady I bumped into, I knew, Sami, she bought our, what do you call those things that go in?
Yeah, yeah. I know.
You know.
Buttonhole.
So we went, buttonhole, yeah. when we went into get them, they said, well, no, that lady from the other day paid for them, bless her. And she was coming anyway. I said, well, come along to the wedding, darling. I'd love to see you. Do a bit of cake and some bubbles. And then the mayor gets up, and I said, oh, I went in, we went in and saw all these flowers. I said, where did all this come from? And Pat, the mayor's secretary, said to me, the mayor and his wife bought them. You know, absolutely love it. I mean, we weren't going in with bunches of flowers looking like we were going to go down Westminster at his aisle.
Yeah, but it's nice, thoughtful friends.
Oh, absolutely. You know. How's it looking up there, Tony?
It looks great.
What do you think, Colin?
Yeah.
Stephen?
Very nice.
You look so much better.
10 minutes younger.
Stephen, do you want a slap? You're all our friends, and remember, you know, if you ever need a helping hand with the cleaning, you can eat off the floor.
New flat. And he's doing everything.
Oh, right, you've got a new flat, you've got your first customer. There is no Kevin, no, trust Kevin to bring a TV camera with him, fantastic. You know, he said, sorry, you came up with the kids, I'm a bit sweaty, not as sweaty as he was, I can tell you. Thanks again. Enjoy yourselves, we might cut the cake in a minute, who fancy a bit of cake? Nibbles supplied by the Deputy Mayor and Councillor Norman. Mind you, the last time I had this done, I was filming something at Pinewood. But at the same time, they were filming a Bond film, and a lot of my friends thought I was playing Blofeld. I said, no, I would. And then they got some guy in to play Blofeld, total competent actor, but he wasn't bored. He had a, you know, I mean, Charles Gray played him, he wasn't bored. I mean, it was Donald Pleasance,
yeah.
who was Peggy Cartwright's next door neighbour, and Teddy Sylvanus, who were bored. And I think it suited that character. I mean, the one that played Blofeld recently, I have to be honest with you, actually looked like a tooth. Yeah, you get one or two bits, don't you, Cole?
Always strays, yeah.
Strays.
Just
There's a lot of those around Brighton, I can tell you, darling. Look at the size of my loaves.
I'm just going to put your bag.
Oh, hello. I'll see you later.
She's never eaten. You want a snowball?
You ate everything else.
So have a snowball.
You'll have a snowball. You ready? Here we go.
Go for it.
How about that? You can tell it's fresh. There you are. Now, I'm not very good at cutting cake cuts, so I think that is what we have to do. Because, how many of us are there then? It's a gesture, it's a gesture.
So we're not going to do
Hello, you two. All right, how are you?
All right, I know you're busy.
Tricking it, man. No, not tricking it. That's what.
What's the official reason?
All right, now, here we go.
How's that sound?
Yeah, fantastic. You just go ahead with it.
Yeah.
Oh, Carl. Oh, that's lovely. Do you ever have this done, Carl?
I've had facial steamers and a full body steamer as well.
A full body steam?
Yeah,
Jesus. Well,
it's lovely. Gets rid of all the toxins.
you have to come out like as you have carrot steam, didn't you?
Then you go in ice cold after.
That's always, you can do that. And hello, what's this? Oh yeah, hold on. So I've had all my bits opened up.
Your pores.
Carrot. Oh, this is lovely, this is, yeah. It's sort of, takes, oh there we go, look. On the shaving cream. So after the ceremony, we had cake and lots of photographs. Robbie the chauffeur for the mayor was there, taking people around showing all the historical bits. We had, I won't mention their name, but they had bought a title. Right? I won't say who it is. Ideas above the station, perhaps. Lovely. And
You can still buy them now.
do what?
You can still buy titles now.
Then we had a few speeches, and then we all, it was actually a bit like a day like today. I didn't know if it was coming or going on the bloody drizzle front. So we went to all bar one, and because we were so poor, everyone bought their own whatever they wanted, because we'd supplied, you know, some drinks and all that. We invested in a case of Carver, I think it was. Everyone could toast my late mother. My dad and my sister were there. One of my sisters, well, my stepsister. And of course, Dad passed away earlier last year, February last year. But he went to bed, Coral. He'd wake up. That's the way to go.
Yeah, definitely. Best way.
Yeah. And then we all went there, and Colonel John Powell, OBE, was my best man. Not in uniform. He said he had to get permission to do that if it was, yeah. He's now retired. He now works at the Tower of London for Princess of Wales in officer recruitment. Fabulous man. And my other school chum was Derek Roberts. He used to run a wine importer. Fabulous man, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, wine.
Of course, Betty was there. My ex-business partner and still dear friend Amanda was there. The superb Dolly Rocket and her mum. Nita's now dead, unfortunately. She passed away this year.
I think it probably did. I think back then, I mean, part of
That really annoyed me. We asked the lady what it was, and it's white.
Some bugger's eating all my f***ing cake. Look.
Well, that's not all of it. You've got some.
No, but there's a certain Kevin Davies in the room, and they've, you know. And we diabetics keep together. Anything sugary we've got to eat. Why, hello.
Hello. So the cake all gone.
Oh, hello.
Just as Did you ever think you'd see the day?
No, never. ever. I didn't think it happened now, actually. The last week I heard things.
What, with Rhonda, but so yeah, David Rummelle's arrived to say hello.
Yes, hello.
Yeah. Go and sit next to Coral there and shut your gob.
Get them out of.
And we had quite a few other people there. I mean, I can't remember all of them. Sorry, dear. Ooh, am I coughing in?
Oh, that cough spreads too much now. Perfect atmosphere to start an epidemic.
Yeah, just looks big when I was sneezing outside.
What's that bubbly thing there?
Sorry?
That bubbly thing.
Oh, a steamer.
Okay.
Is that the Tinto coming? Fabulous. Because I was going to use domestos.
How long have you been here?
Since Friday.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Can I just say something to you? We were running, please don't have conversations behind because it's difficult to intercut. But, you know, if you don't mind, we're gonna have I'll bring you into conversation in a minute. Because I want to talk to you about David Rumelle, you know? I can't really speak at the moment because I'm having a Dino Tinto taken off.
That's what I'm saying.
How's that looking then?
Great.
Didn't you put it in the top?
You look a different man now. A tidy man.
Plus a touch of Eva Braun.
Touch of Eva Braun. If you're not careful, you get a kick in the fanny parts here.
Now.
Oh, let's have a look.
Do you remember the song Tarans?
Do you know what? I'm really going to slap her one. And they're still around anyway.
Yes, we can see.
Yes, it is a bit, you know, but they had a sort of potato head. I haven't got a potato head. I'm just, I mean, when I had all my, when back in when I did Doctor Who, things like that all those years ago, I did have permed hair and tried to emulate Tom Baker. And unfortunately, it's all gone. And Tom's now 95 and he's still got all his hair.
Ring Derek Easton.
Was he 92? Tom Baker's got the same birthday, well not the same, he's got the day after mine.
Oh, okay.
I'm 19th and he's not different decades of course, and he's up to 20th January. I think he's done, is he 92? 92? And Colonel John Powell, be my best man, used to be his next door neighbour. It's a small world.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have this done, David, it's fabulous. He's got such a light touch, hasn't he, dude?
So people say, yes.
So people say. How many people?
Hundreds, thousands.
Well, of course, your customers are referring to, I'm not trying to be rude.
Are you donating the hair, dear?
I thought you'd like to pick it all up and do yourself a carving.
Well, I thought so, yeah.
I offered it to Coral, but she turned it down.
Well, you see, it's there's no demand for grey, you see. Had it been ginger nuns, you know, they're ever so rare, ginger nuns.
Coral, right round the gob.
I don't do violence
Ginger nuns are ever so rare.
What are we going to do about Maria,
I
right?
used to be a redhead.
No, also that might can be any colour you like.
Yeah, mine must have. But my dad was a scrap.
And you can talk, David, you've got hardly any bloody hair left yourself. It's all hard, isn't it? Look, get it done.
Pretty women, fascinating, sipping coffee, dancing.
I think he's taken over your job, Dave, as a singing barber. Or in her case, actress.
He's got a scary voice.
Oh, what voice now is it?
Peter's got a bit of a cold, so I don't want to sing.
Hang on, notice there's one hair sticking out one of those nostrils. Can you try and get rid of that? Did you hear what I said?
You don't miss much, do you?
I've got a straight hair, Coral.
Yes, I heard. How did you notice that?
But it's always about trying, you know when you try and get it out yourself, and with my Raynaud's syndrome, I can know.
Oh, yeah.
I should, oh, here we are, look.
I saw him
Oh,
in
that
Camelot.
tickles, that tickles. Oh, God, you know what? service.
Yeah, it went very well. I'm gobsmacked.
Nice turnout,
Yeah.
beautiful room.
Yeah.
A chandelier.
Yeah, that's an old brooch they borrowed off of me. It's my husband.
Where did you two meet, for the record?
At the pier.
What can you remember when you first met each other?
He was going to buy a... What were you going to buy?
I bought a coffee.
And
I was introduced to him by a friend of yours and Sergio, and he looked at me and I looked at him and I went, oh my God.
He's a handsome devil.
Just a bit. Of course, he needs to borrow your eyeglasses, Kevin, because he's also blind.
Oh, that explains it.
I mean, people think these shotgun marriages. It's not been shotgun. I mean, it's 10 months now. So it's you know, we've decided. It was purely because Mum was passing away. She was very ill, as you know. And she said, I want you to get married in my lifetime. Silly cow couldn't wait, could she? Silly ass.
Chaps, look at those magic fingers. You get all the detritus. Can you imagine the amount of flaky old skin that's come up in all that? And the vino tinto.
Make a small handbag.
I should get that really tattooed at the vino tinto line. Well, I'll just have another bottle of wine. Mind you, it won't stay there now, will it? Because... Oh, crikey, though. Look at that, yeah. Get rid of the jowls. Can you imagine doing that battery, slapping in the face, it'll all come up here.
I'm just going to put
I'm coming up.
Beam up.
Bring you up.
Oh, well, when was it, Stephen? About 3 years ago? I fell on my face and broke my nose. And it was all terrible. And I actually, I healed so quickly because at the time it looked horrendous. And people said, oh Christ, they thought I'd been to Pinewood to have a makeup job. I said no, that would take 4 hours. This took 10 seconds. But I'm very, very lucky, I must say, Chums, that my healing capabilities are really good.
Your little Mother Teresa,
Right.
aren't you?
This is a sixth form scarf, which means it's 1978. So it means it's how many years old? 37 years old. Just like
43.
ourselves, because this was made the same time we were born, wasn't it?
I'm all done and dusted. So,
there we go.
can I
How's
just
that
say, Pete,
Marvellous.
if I could afford this, I would come every probably 2 months and have it done. But I can't afford it. And so for me it's a treat. And now I do actually, from people go on about mental health, don't they? Well, like the fad that got bollocks. I actually feel much better. Because you can look in the mirror and you can go, and then when you find out that you've got red wine tattooed all over your top lip. So what do you think? Come on then, David. Can I swivel this round now?
Do you want some aftershave on?
Oh, I've got
Yeah,
one.
scared, get full Monty.
Go,
I
David.
beg your pardon.
Well, whatever.
Go, David.
It's
Careful.
difficult. No, it's difficult for me to actually make it good because remember my eyesight is not good.
Do you want my thread?
Eve,
I wouldn't mind.
whatever's your favourite. Sorry, dear.
I can't be bothered with that story. No, it's seriously, it's yes.
Fantastic, isn't it?
I do like facial hair for shows, and if I'm
Christmas.
doing one myself, yeah, I prefer to grow it. But there's nothing better than at the end of the run just getting the whole lot off.
Well, it's like because you do Dame a lot, as you know, the programme we've done before. It's like at the end of the evening, you've done 3 performances in a day. Take your tights off.
Yes, exactly. It's
I bet you have that problem too, don't you?
That same
Oh,
cathartic.
she doesn't wear tights. She's got jeans
I
on.
always wear trousers, don't wear high
Yeah.
heels anymore.
Not the first time you've been in them, though. It's because you're wriggling. That's the case.
I'll tell you what, if he's off the fucking keys, I'm going to kill him.
Oh, there's always a sword,
Yeah, okay.
This is the stripper.
Just hallucinated, really. Lose your rank for me, Freddie. Anyone got a spare key?
Gary Foster is available for all Kissoramas, singing telegrams, evenings of entertainment. Helmet on or helmet off.
But no, I know it is that wonderful, isn't it?
Fresh and
yeah, and it does feel fresh. Now I remember when I think the first time we did this, it was called Mark and Chums. I think it was, what was it, number 3? Stephen?
Maybe.
I went out and it was really cold, and of course I went out, nothing on, and I had more hair there till I went out and oh my God, my friend Children sent me one of those little cap things.
Was it done?
Did you hear what he said? Is it done?
You should get the facial steam and then you can have the steam face and put the moisturiser on.
Oh, just leave it on the kettle.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you just put a saucepan on the hob. No, I'm sure you can. Are they quite expensive, those facial?
Not really, no. I pick them up 50, 60 pounds.
Yeah, because it'd be quite, as I say, you can sit there and as you're, tattooing your top lip.
Yeah.
You can sit there in bed watching the detritus of news on the telly, can't you? And you can end up sitting there, and all that. They have a facial at the same time.
See, that's all you want it for, isn't it? Just so you don't have a red wine stain.
You can get a facial still, that's what
Yes, I do, yeah.
Well, like that,
Yeah.
Oh no, yes, that would be
but it's just steam as well. You can have it squirts out, or you can have it as a steamer. They do
it
different
squirts
things.
at you?
It's just jets come out so hot.
Squirts
it's
at
lovely,
you?
Yeah. I'll say no more. And then you just put a face pack on.
Do you know what? She's a dirty cow, isn't she? She's come all the way down from Northampton. The thing she comes out with, mind you, she's just the same as well. And of course I see today, David, you're wearing your shorts.
It was a bad idea, actually. It's quite nippy out there.
It is now, isn't it? Yeah.
Everything gone, is it? Yeah.
Well, it's been a difficult morning.
Yeah. So for the final bit of our show today, thank you for your kind comments. Thank you to Peter as well, that, and Stephen. But the wedding for me, and there's one or two bits in there. Betty said, did you think it would ever happen? Kevin, the director of that piece, and she said, no, I never did. I don't think it'll last. Silly cow.
Thank you. Isn't that bloody musical? All I'm going to say, on behalf of my wonderful, can we use the word husband?
Yeah.
I hate the word partner. It sounds like I hate the word partnership. It makes us sound like solicitors.
Yes.
As you well know, I've been soliciting myself for an immoral purpose for many years. Normally down the divvy. But there we are. Here we are, Alejandro and Mark. And all my beautiful friends, our friends, are here. The most special man in the world is over there, and that's my dad.
Yeah.
You give my dad a round of applause.
Yeah.
If Mum could have waited, silly cow, pass off the mortal coil, she would be here, and she still is with us here. It was her idea in her great illness. She said to me one day when we went over to see her at 70 Fitzroy Road in Tacton, she said, you two get bloody married quickly because I'll be bleeding fed up.
So I want to really say thanks for popping in, David, today. Thank you to my dear, really relatively new friend, but we just hit it off. I mean, we've got the same sense of humour, we've got the same, we like to tattoo top lips.
Yes.
And the same ideals in life. And you've got back problems, she's got back problems. problems. He got leg problems. You had your cataracts done.
Yes, I have.
Just tell her it didn't hurt because she's worried sick.
Okay. No, I mean I'd had a detached retina on this one, so they gave me a cataract operation, and I thought it was literally just removing it, but it's not. It's sorry, I won't go into details, but it is very easy. It is very easy, very relaxed. Let them give you the happy pills. It'll relax you, and trust me.
Oh, don't worry, they'll have to give me happy pills.
and make sure you have 2, because they said to me, "How many did you have for your detached retina operation?" I said, "Oh, what? No, I thought, oh, 2." So they did. So.
Right. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Well, hopefully that has put Coral Moore's mind at rest. And all that. I just want to quickly say, why are you called Coral? Coral?
Because my dad liked Vincent Price's wife when she was an actress, and her name was Coral Brown. So I was called Coral after her.
And as you know, I met with Lucy Chase Williams, Vincent Price and Coral Brown in Pavilion Supermarket right by the Costletters. Many years, in 1987.
And you was dumbstruck.
And after that, Cornell Wild, I was gobsmacked. But that's another story, and I've probably told that one many times before this programme.
Wasn't Coral in Sister George, a film?
She played,
Miss Croft.
Yes. Yeah, so that's why, because my dad thought.
And the bit on the bed with Susanna York, when she's touching the titties and all that sort of bit, and to erect the nipples, they used ice cubes. When the director saw the cut, he said, "Coral, you've got to come back and do it again." And she said, "But Susanna York's in LA because it was filmed in this country. Was in LA what she was doing." He said, "No, it's not all that. We just want close-ups of you and all that." She said, "Oh, thank Christ for that," because she didn't want to go through kissing. Oh, maybe it's probably very nice to kiss Susanna York, but I think at the end of the day, she didn't want to really go through touching titties and licking ladies' nipples.
No, I wouldn't either.
It's something I think it's not in my realms as it is with you. It's not in our realms of expertise at all, is it? Right. So we're just coming to the end of the show now, and I want to thank Pete. Who does this? Please come. What is the address? Thank you. Give him the clap he deserves. What is the address of this gaff?
40 Middle Street.
40 Middle Street in Brighton, in the lanes. There's coffee shops. Unfortunately, the pub across the road is being refurbished, so we can't go there. We might be going somewhere else. And of course, thank you to my lovely director Stephen, who's a constant companion help.
Bravo!
He doesn't normally get the clap either, but there we are. And of course, my lovely guest today, which is of course the remarkable David Rumelle, who I've just done a voiceover for his new book, which is I think episode 2 goes out today. Yes, and it's called A Bullet in the Ballet. And I have to say very quickly, the speed at your delivery of the different characters is astounding. This is what I call a pro, because he just boom, boom, boom. I listened to my little announcer and I said, "Oh, you might spot stuff for me, didn't you?" Major, your Scottish accent, I really enjoyed last night. It was very Gordon Jackson. And of course, all the way from Northampton, my lovely friend and dear chum, Coral Moore. Until next time, we're going to be back with yet another in a series of 148. Was it 548? I can't remember, but there's a lot of them on YouTube now. I'll see you soon. Thank you.